call it the big time. You got your name in lights. Now you're gonna shine. Got 'em in your sights.
Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio begins now.
You're tuned into Cardinal Baseball Live here on Tradio. It's the final two games of the regular season here for the Cardinals as they close out district play, hosting Grapevine Faith Christian. The Lions and Cardinals battling here tonight at Keck Field. My name's Will Connerly. Happy to be with you here in North Richland Hills, Texas. Wind slightly blowing in, as you see, with the American flag out in right center field tonight as the Cardinals and Lions play tonight and tomorrow night. And then that'll do it for the regular season. But the Cardinals are heading to the postseason, and they control their own destiny in terms of securing a first-round bye and securing a district championship as they stand at 9-1 in the league standings. If they can win one of the next two games, they would secure the number one seed. Let's go back to last time the Cardinals were out. They picked up a victory. It was a 9-6 win for Fort Worth Christian, improving to 28-5-1. It was a part of 3 non-district home games last week, with the Cardinals having their bye in district play. 1 week ago, they won ball games 11-1 against Thesa, 11-0 against Taka, and then, as you see on the graphic now, a 9-6 final against Oak Ridge. This game was on Thursday. Jake Parkerson, our player of the game, went 3 for 3, hit his second home run of the year, drove in 5, also drew a walk. Grady went 2 for 3 with a triple and 3 RBIs, 3 stolen bases, and a walk as well, as his batting average is up to a blistering .532. And Greg Smeds, he worked 3 shutout, allowed just 1 hit and 4 strikeouts, lowering his ERA to 1.51. Through 10 starts, the lefty 7-0, and we'll see him on the mound tonight. The ace for the Cardinals, as Rusty Greer says, gives them a chance to win every single night, and that's the Cardinals' hopes here tonight against Grapevine Faith Christian. We look at this matchup as well between these two sides, diving a little bit deeper into the two teams. And for Grapevine Faith Christian, they're a squad that is 13-10-1. They're 4-6 within district play. Meanwhile, the Cardinals 28-5-1. They're 9-1 in league play. And a look at the matchup: Meyer Clark, 3.23 ERA out of the bullpen, along with 8 strikeouts, and Jesus Leon hitting .410 with a OPS above 1100. Not in the lineup tonight for Grapevine Faith, the team hitting .286 as a club. You see the Cardinals a .348 batting average as a team, the OPS .988 as a squad. That is really impressive, with 259 runs put up on the year for Rusty Greer's club. The ERA's south of 3. They've struck out 152, but perhaps the most impressive number there, a 129 mark in the stolen base department for Rusty Greer and the Fort Worth Christian Cardinals. That's just through 34 games. So they are running around the bases. They're scoring a lot of runs as well. So they'll try to continue that, averaging over 7.5 runs per night as they go up against the Lions. Out of Grapevine Faith Christian, the squad that really, they're a little better than their record shows in district play. And for a little context on Grapevine Faith Christian, they're a team, the Lions, who finished second in the league 1 year ago, currently sitting at 4-6 right now. So on the outside looking in of getting into the postseason after finishing second last season, but they've played some really tight district games, and they started off on a really tough way in district play here this year, losing their first 6 district games. However, they've won 4 straight in district play. They swept Flower Mound Coram Deo a couple of weeks ago and then swept All Saints last week. So they come into this matchup with momentum, riding 4 straight district wins. And before that, they lost to Southwest Christian, twice getting swept, but both of those were just 1-run ball games, and they had a 1-run loss to Lubbock Trinity Christian, the Lions, as well. So they've played against the top teams in the district really close, and so we'll see what happens and unfolds tonight. But it is certainly a Grapevine Faith Christian Lions team that is fighting, trying to finish off their district slate 6-6 and see if they could perhaps have an opportunity to get into the postseason. That would make it extremely difficult, though, with Midland Christian already at 6 wins and the Mustangs taking 2 from them. So they won't be able to do the postseason here this season after a great year last year, but they are riding momentum with 4 straight wins. The Cardinals look to disrupt that tonight for Robert Vaughn's club. He's in his 7th year coaching the Lions, led them as state finalists last year, finishing second in the district with 26 overall wins. They went 8-4 in district play, but just sitting at 4-6 now and eliminated from postseason contention. So we will hear from the head coach coming up, Rusty Greer, on the other side. You're watching Cardinal Baseball pregame here on Tradio.
Fort Worth Christian School is Christ-centered, college preparatory school where every student is known, loved, and valued. At FWC, students are challenged to pursue excellence in the classroom, in competition, and in their faith, all while being equipped with a strong biblical worldview. From standout academics and championship athletics to award-winning fine arts and a vibrant student community, Fort Worth Christian is preparing tomorrow's leaders today. We invite you to discover the difference for your family. Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
Thank you so much for joining the game with us today. We hope you are enjoying this presentation of Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio. We have a target of 20,000 channel subscribers before the end of this spring. We need your help to reach that goal. So please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and pick a friend or family member to whom you can share the game. We are happy you are watching and hope you consider becoming a member for access to different member-only content.
Happy to be joined alongside head coach Rusty Greer. His Cardinals 28-5-1 on the year. They've got 2 regular season games remaining, including tonight hosting Grapevine Faith. Coach, thanks for joining us here on the pregame show. Thoughts on the final 2 games here in district play here in the regular season?
Well, obviously, you want to finish the district schedule strong. I think we have a chance to wind up being the district champions if we win one of these 2. We've got a couple feathers in our hat already, but I would like to finish out doing our best to win both games, because I think that carries over into the next week of practice in preparation for your playoffs. So these are 2 big games against a rival that I know the players will be when they get to the park today will be ready to play, and just stay in business like as we've been all year.
Is that a message that you deliver to your team heading into these two games, knowing that if you do get a victory because of what happened last week in Lubbock, that you would be district champions?
I think they're probably well aware of it. I think the message that I'll send today before we play is don't get caught up in all of the noise, the outside noise. Continue to do what you've done all year, which is be businesslike. And I think that's the identity of this team is a businesslike attitude. I think we've done that pretty much all year. And so that's the message I want to send today is this game is really no more important than a game 2 weeks ago. There's some things on the line that you can accomplish as a team, but the essence of the game is not any more or less important than another game.
Where they sit, I know the record could be deceiving, but they've played some good ball. What do you know about Robert Vaughn's Lions squad, and what do you expect to see over these 2 days?
Well, I expect they'll come to play. There's no question. I think they are better than what their record says. Over the history of when I've been at Fort Christian, played them, they're a team that's going to put the ball in play, a team that's going to play for 7 innings. We had 2 really good games last year. We went 14 innings in a game last year. We actually came back from a 9-0 deficit in game 2. So it's not going to be throw your hat on the field and go win. That's when I say you're going to have to be businesslike and as we've talked before, Will, is do your job, and that's all what I'm going to try to impress upon our team. And one of our statements is make the climb, and we're approaching the peak of that summit. But right now, this is where the climb really begins, and I'll send that message as well.
Well, speaking of doing your job, it feels like that's exactly what Jake Parkerson's been doing as of late. Coming off a monster week, he drove in 5 and then 2 in 2 different games last week and hit safely in all of those games, including a home run. But also, he was making some really nice plays in the field at third base. What are you seeing out of your senior third baseman?
Well, he has been swinging the bat well all year, and over the last couple of weeks, been really putting the barrel on the ball. He started off struggling a little bit defensively early in the year. Jake played third base for us every inning of every game last year, and he made 7 errors, which I think at third base, in my opinion, is probably the most difficult infield position to play because of all the reads you have to make and just different balls that are coming to you from an exit velocity standpoint or a high chopper or a bunt. And I knew that he could do it, so we gave him a little bit of a break, let him DH a little bit, get his legs back under him with his glove, and I think he's showing what he's capable of doing defensively at third. And I knew that he could do that the entire time, but sometimes we just go through a little bit of some funk at some point, and but he's playing well and anchoring. He and Grady are anchoring the left side of the diamond, and when you have 2 guys that are playing well defensively, it makes it you got to have clean singles, clean hits to put runners on base, and that's helped us out quite a bit for him to get that glove back and then just continue to do what he's doing with the bat.
Well, speaking of clean as well, Greg Smeds has a clean record. 10 starts, he's 7-0, making his 11th start of the season here this evening. I mean, what can you say about this left-hander?
He's going to give us a chance to win. And that ultimately that's what you want out of your starting pitcher, to keep the game close, to give your offense a chance to win the game. And I think that he does a good job of that. I would like to see him continue to do what he's been doing, which is when he finds a hitter he's not in the strike zone, go right back to the next hitter being in the strike zone. I think he does a good job of mixing his pitches and having the ability to pitch inside a little bit. And so I think that's big for him. But he's been consistent all year. And I look forward to the same consistency tonight that we've seen out of those 10 starts for sure.
From a manager perspective, do you change the way that you have a leash on a pitcher in games like this, especially with how good the back end's been with Blaine McDonald and Antonio Andujar?
Well, there's some theory to that for sure. But I think as a coach standing on the dugout, you can tell early on when somebody is going to be typically what themselves on the mound. I don't like to. Yes, I like to give leash, but I also understand that that leash can't put us in such a deficit that it makes it tough for our offense to come back. So while there is a little bit longer leash, pitch count wise, a whole 9 yards, we have to establish ourselves early in the game to be able to really utilize that leash. Because if we can't get past the first couple, 2 or 3 innings, it makes it difficult, especially with where our back end's been. Our 3 or 4 guys we've had back there have been really, really good over the last 3 weeks. Antonio Anhar has been good all year. Ben Rodriguez has been good all year. And so if we can cut that game down to a 5-inning game, maybe a 4.5 inning game, the way we've been pitching, I like the back end. That being said, if like tonight, if Greg he doesn't have stressful pitches on him, then he will have a little more of a leash to go and see how far he can go in the game. I'd love to see him go 6-7 innings tonight. That would be outstanding.
Well, that's what we'll be hoping for, Coach. Thanks so much for taking the time to join us, and best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Will.
We only play to win. That's on everything. We climbing to the top. Turn it up a notch. This is all house. We get that W. What? Get that W. What? Get that W. Okay. This is all house. We get that W. What? Get that W. What? Get that W. Okay. This is all house. We get that W.
We're back with you here on Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio. It's Grapevine Faith Christian and Fort Worth Christian tonight from Keck Corton Field. You just heard from the head coach, Rusty Greer. Give you the starting lineups for the Cardinals. Jake Parkerson at third, Grady Emerson at short, Carney at second, Ridgel at first. In the outfield, it's Jackson Purdue, Braylon James, and Jackson Castleberry. And the battery tonight, it's Greg Smeds, the left-hander, making his 11th start of the season. Hank Austin behind the plate. And Blaine McDonald, the designated hitter tonight. So the Lions, they've won 4 consecutive games. Their lineup as follows. Pedro Rivera, the junior shortstop, leading things off. They'll be going up here against Smeds, who, as we mentioned, 45 innings, 37 strikeouts, a 1.1 whip, and a 1.4 ERA. 10-0 through 7 starts, and he's got 37 strikeouts in those 45 innings of work on the year. With really, really good stuff. He's been phenomenal here in his senior season for the Cardinals. The Lions lineup goes as follows. Pedro Rivera leads off, the junior shortstop, followed by Cohen Ross, the second baseman. Batting third, Cody Bowman, the junior first baseman. Jake Serville, the junior designated hitter, hits fourth. Hitting fifth, Colton Savage, the junior catcher. Stone Thompson, the senior, in right. Hudson Smith, the junior, in left. Jordan Sloan follows, the junior, at third. Jace Walker rounds out the lineup playing center field. He also a junior. He was a part of their all-state tournament team a year ago as the Lions were state finalists, but this year going to come up short on the postseason after losing their first 6 district games, though. They've won 4 straight, sitting at 4-6 within league play. But we're ready for action as Pedro Rivera digs in. Greg Smeds getting ready to offer his first pitch of what is now his 11th start of the season, and it misses high. And we're underway. Rivera, 286 hitter on the year. And has a hit there through the right side. Castleberry on to first. Oh my! Jackson Castleberry comes up firing for the first down. Shirley thought it was a hit as it rolled to the outfield. Jackson Castleberry had other ideas. And so that's one way to start the ball game, an assist from the outfield. And 7-3 in the scorebook there. My oh my, Jackson Castleberry coming up firing. So Cohen Ross now will bat as Greg Smeds falls behind, gets help from Jackson Castleberry to begin the ball game. Ross, a .329 hitter on the year, and Smed's first two outside the zone. Ross, 5 walks drawn over his last 2 games, hits with a 2-0 count and a swing and a miss. So he's hitting .329 overall this season through 82 at-bats. A .270 hitter in district play across 37 ABs. And Smeds fires a strike, 2 balls and 2 strikes the count. If you're just joining us, we showed you in the pregame and talked to Rusty Greer about it as well. The left-hander, as Coach says, it gives him a chance to win on a nightly basis. And certainly looking to improve upon what has been an unblemished 7-0 record for the ace of the Cardinals, Greg Smeds, so far this year. Here on a windy day from Keck Field, it's fouled back by Ross. And as we showed a moment ago, Smeds, you just went 3 innings last time out. That was more by design. 3 shutout for him last Thursday. No decision. As Smeds leaves that upstairs to run the count full to Cohen Ross. He was an honorable mention all-district selection last season, the senior second baseman. And the 3-2. Off the plate, and Greg Smeds issues a walk, so a runner gets aboard here in the first inning.
The first baseman, number 17, Cody Bowman.
So a ground out to right, and then a walk brings Cody Bowman. And Smeds grabs the corner. An 0-1 count with 1 out and 1 on. Ross with 4 stolen bases on the year. It's fouled back, an 0-2 count. He's just been caught 1 time. It's a team that will run 48 stolen bases on the season. Just 7 times caught in total for the Lions. So successful 87% of the time that they try to swipe. The 0-2 is fouled away. Count remains here to Cody Bowman, who has handled the bat well this year. A .389 hitter, just across 36 at-bats. He's been hitting certainly as of late as he watches that outside the zone. Had 2 hits in Game 1 against Fort Worth All Saints last week. Didn't play in the second of the doubleheader. Had a check at first. But for Bowman, a .389 hitter, 14 hits and 36 at-bats overall this year. Those numbers in district play have been even better for the Lions' first baseman. A .545 average in league games this year. He rides a 7-game hit streak into tonight's action.
There you go.
It's off the plate, another full count. In his first 5 games that he played this year, he accounted for just 2 hits, but over the last 7, he's had 12, and he's hit safely in each of the last 7 that he's played in. And a blistering mark in district play at .545, but he's fanned there by Smeds, who picks up his first strikeout. So a ground ball to right field. Jackson Castleberry comes up firing a walk issue to Ross, and then Bowman strikes out on a 3-2 pitch delivered by Greg Smeds. Jake Serville now steps up to the plate. Smeds misfires below the zone on the first offering to the junior designated hitter. Smeds with a check at first. Nothing doing. foul ball. 1 strike here with 2 outs in the top of the first inning. Here to Serville, the cleanup hitter. The junior DH hitting with a 1-1 count. Takes above the zone. 2 balls and a strike. Serville just 15 at-bats in total on the year, but 5 hits in those opportunities. A .333 hitter on the season. And he turns on this toward left center field. Back on it is Jackson Perdue. He makes the grab, and that ends the threat. So Greg Smeds works around a 1-out walk. Jackson Castleberry makes a nice play in right, and Perdue there to squeeze it to end the threat. Cardinals come to the plate for the first time. When we come back, you're watching Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the second baseman, number 27, Griffin Carney.
Griffin Carney leads us off as we start the bottom of the first inning. A .390 hitter on the year.
Let's go, Griff.
He's also taken 30 bags. And the first delivery above the zone. Here from Caleb Clendaniel, the junior. He fires a strike to Griffin Carney. Clendaniel, 42 2/3 this year, 32 earned runs, a .525 ERA. And Carney, ground ball. Rivera handled that short, but unable to scoop it out. At first is Bowman, and Griffin Carney reaches to begin the bottom of the first inning. Here's another look. Shortstop Pedro Rivera backhands it, but it's a low throw and could not be dug out either way. Carney was there. And so he reaches on an infield single. It brings Grady Emerson to the plate. And he takes the first for a strike. Clendaniel, so a .525 ERA, a .176 whip. Throws strikes 64% of the time.
Look.
Misses the zone there, though. 1-1 count. But in 47 2/3 this season, only 16 walks compared to 42 strikeouts. ERA a little over 7 in district play across 23 2/3 as Carney is swiping second. He gets there in time despite the throw from the backstop, Colton Savage. Not quick enough to get Griffin Carney. Our look on the replay has been running around the base paths all season for the Cardinals. His team leading 31st stolen base of the year. And
Good leave.
Emerson takes inside. So Grady hitting .531, a .646 OBP, and OPS above 1,600. A 3-1 count here to the senior shortstop.
Hey now.
And now it's a full count.
All right, G, here we go.
So a full count here to Emerson. Another foul ball.
I need baseballs, guys. Watch out, coach. Feel great?
So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Carney standing at second after getting his team leading 31st stolen base of the year after an infield single. And Emerson pops it up left side. And making the grab and foul ground is Hudson Smith for the first out.
The center fielder, number 17, Braylon James.
So that brings Braylon James up to the plate. .337 hitter for the senior center fielder. And he's driven in 32. Looks to get the scoring started here in the bottom of the first inning. Here against Caleb Clendaniel, the junior starter, in Carney. Forcing a throw, and he gets in a rundown. And Carney to third base, and he is in there. So Griffin Carney, he made the break before Clendaniel went home, forcing him to step off as we get another look. Went back for second initially. And got in the pickle long enough to just go take third and was able to navigate around the tag. Great slide there by Griffin Carney. He moves up to third. Here for Braylon James. James tied for second on the team in runs driven in. And he's got one standing out there at third base in Griffin Carney. So Cardinals looking to strike first. They've got a runner at third base in Griffin Carney. Braylon James now hitting with a 2-ball, 1-strike count. And that's above the zone. So James, who's also drawn 22 walks this season, hits with a 3-1 count, the 22 second best on the team. And it's a ground ball to first, but it's foul. It was gloved by Cody Bowman, but in foul ground, so that'll run the count full. So a 3-2 pitch upcoming to Braylon James. This is the penultimate game of the regular season here tonight, with it concluding tomorrow on the road at Grapevine Faith Christian. James draws a walk. It puts runners on the corners. The game of high importance here for
right fielder, number 11,
Christian. If they win one of
Castleberry.
these final 2 games, they will have the number 1 seed. and in turn will have a bye next week. Their position in the playoffs is secured, but now trying to secure that number 1 seed if they can win one of these final 2 regular season games, either tonight or tomorrow. Jackson Castleberry hits with 2 on. It takes the first up and out. Caleb Clendaniel, we mentioned a 5.25 ERA across 42 2/3, but he's coming off his best outing of the year. Went 5 shutout innings against All Saints, and Braylon James advances from first to second with no throw, so now 2 in scoring position for Jackson Castleberry. But Clendaniel, he went 5 innings, just 1 hit, and no runs allowed in their winning effort against All Saints. Last time out, his best start of the year. Castleberry ground ball to second. Diving stop made by Cohen Ross, but it's good enough to score a run. So Jackson Castleberry gets an RBI ground ball. Braylon James advances to third, and the Cardinals jump out in front. It's a 1-0 Fort Worth Christian lead.
Number 7, Jake Parkerson.
There's now 2 outs, and here's Jake Parkerson. Parkerson hitting now .448 on the year with 32 driven in and 2 home runs. Matching the 2 the senior hit 1 year ago.
Let's go, Jake.
Six hits for Parkerson over his last 3 games. He's been swinging it well as of late. This is a ground ball to third. And Jordan Sloan makes the play. Not before Griffin Carney leads the inning off with an infield single and comes around to score. 1-0 Cardinals after 1. Action here from Keck Horton Field. Griffin Carney, the Cardinals' senior second baseman, leads off the bottom of the first inning with an infield single and comes around to score despite nearly getting picked off the base paths. He started darting toward third before Caleb Clendaniel threw a pitch. And he got in a little pickle, but he was able to come through with a great slide into third. And then Jackson Castleberry, who made a great play for the first out of the first inning, the Cardinals' right fielder. He got a ground ball and threw out the leadoff runner, Pedro Rivera, to begin this ball game in the top of the first inning. He comes to the plate in the bottom of the first, and does what he needs to do. With a runner at third and less than 2 outs, a ground ball to the right side can get the job done. And Jackson Castleberry produced an RBI ground ball as it's fouled away here by Colton Savage, leading off this top of the second. But nice start to the game for Jackson Castleberry as he has an outfield assist on a ground ball his way. A 7-3 put out to begin the top of the first, then comes through with an RBI ground ball, a 4-3 in the book. So has produced an RBI in the lone run of this game. That happened in the bottom of the first. So we start this top of the second. Greg Smeds climbs the ladder and picks up a strikeout, his second of the night. And it brings Stone Thompson to the plate, the senior right fielder. One of 3 returning starters to this Faith team that made a state finalist run 1 year ago. But on the outside looking in, they will be of the postseason here this year. They turned it on late. They ride 4 straight wins here into the final 2 district games and had 2 close losses to Southwest Christian. Just 1-run ball games, but tough to climb out of an 0-6 start, but they're trying to win their final 6 district games. Sitting at 4-6 now, going up against the Cardinals with just these 2 regular season games left. Thompson takes for a strike. It's a 2-ball, 2-strike count here in a 1-0 ball game with 1 out. In the top of the second inning, and the right fielder hitting with 2 strikes is Smeds. Has it fouled away. Purdue, James, and Castleberry left to right of the outfield. Parkerson and Emerson on the left side. Carney and Ridgel on the right side, as it's a single to center field by Stone Thompson. And the first hit of the night for Faith comes with 1 out here at the top of the second inning. Brings Jordan Sloan to the plate, and a swing and a miss on the first one from Greg Smeds. As the lefty works with 1 runner aboard after the single to center by Thompson, the 0-1. Another swing and a miss. And Smeds quickly getting ahead. 0-2 the count. That's a ground ball to Grady. Can he turn 2? Flips to Carney. It's on to first, but not in time.
The third baseman, number 24, Jordan Sloan.
Head coach Rusty Greer making his way out to talk to the umpire after that attempted 4-6-3 turn, but the relay to first was not in time. So Hudson Smith reaches on a fielder's choice and brings the junior third baseman Jordan Sloan up to the plate, and Smeds well above the zone on the first one to Sloan. Sloan, a .283 hitter across 53 at-bats this year. He's walked 15 times, struck out just 14 times. Also been hit 4 times as well. and hits with a 2-0 count. So one more walk than strikeout, a 283 hitter, 453 OBP slugging, just above 500 on the year. He's got 2 home runs and 4 doubles, and now hits with a 3-0 count.
There you go.
Smeds finds the zone. So 3 balls, 1 strike as Greg Smeds works.
Call it!
And popped up right side. Carney has it. And Greg Smeds works around a 1-out single to center. Through a couple scores. Cardinals back to the plate.
Hi, my name is Madeline Moda. I'm in 9th grade, and this is my 4th year at Fort Worth Christian. I enjoy so much about FWC, especially the community. You can tell the teachers truly care, and I love how Christ is incorporated into every classroom. I love that at FWC, you can be included in so many aspects of the school and so many new opportunities.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
Hi, my name is Kendall Bryant. I'm in 8th grade, and this is my 3rd year at Fort Worth Christian. My favorite thing about Fort Worth Christian is how everyone feels like a family, and it's a very close-knit community.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
The first baseman, number 9, Andrew Ridgel.
Andrew Ridgel leads us off as we start the bottom of the 2nd inning. Takes a strike. Now down 0-2 in the count. Caleb Clendaniel, the junior righty, working quickly. And Ridgel, ground ball too short, and he's able to leg it out. Another low throw over at short from Pedro Rivera. And the second starts similar to how the first started. Ground ball to short, but it produces a base runner. This one hit deep in the hole. Good stop and a tough throw to make. And the Carney play was ruled as a hit, and Andrew Ridgel would assume to get awarded an infield single on that as well. As Jackson Purdue takes a strike on the outer half. Clendaniel, 5 shutout innings and just 1 hit allowed last time he towed the rubber. Worked a lot, 42 2/3, second most on this staff. With an ERA at 5 1/4, 5.25 on the season entering tonight. Cardinals get a run off the right-hander in the first. New ground ball here. And they get the lead runner. A 5-4 fielder's choice puts Jackson Purdue on the bases. Andrew Ridgel did indeed get awarded an infield single. We'll go back to the Cardinals dugout.
The designated hitter, number 20, Blaine McDonald.
Here's the ground ball. It was hit over to Sloan, who threw it off to second. Ross was there. See, he loses the ball at the end, but just on the exchange. And so the out still recorded, getting that lead runner with the force at second. And it brings Blaine McDonald to the plate. And it fouls it away. So as that pitch was offered, time was called by the umpire in the field. Pitch misfired for a ball, so a 2-1 count. The umpire pointed out to left field. And now Rusty Greer, the Cardinals head coach, started walking that way. Not sure if the umpire was saying something to the Cardinal student section out left, or perhaps the pen, but obviously couldn't hear what was said with the headsets on. A check at first, and it's Purdue who reached on the fielder's choice, able to get back. Blaine McDonald, 3-1 count now. For those who don't know, this is a big rivalry matchup between Faith and Fort Worth Christian. Jackson Purdue draws or gets a ball on the fielder's choice, and then Blaine McDonald draws the walk and puts runners
number 1
on first and second. Yeah, big rivalry matchup. Good crowd in attendance tonight. Certainly a handful of big league scouts as well.
Let's go, Hal.
Watch the Cardinals shortstop Grady Emerson, who's now in the hole with one gone. And Austin watches a strike. These two teams, good history, nice rivalry between Grapevine Faith Christian and Fort Worth Christian. They close out the regular season against each other. Austin fouling it away. Cardinals with a chance with a victory either tonight or tomorrow to secure the #1 seed in the district and earn a bye in the postseason opening round, which is next week. Runners first and second. One gone here for Austin. Hits with an 0-2 count. Watches off the plate. So 1 ball and 2 strikes here to the senior catcher. Austin, pop up.
You have room, you have room.
In front of the Cardinals dugout. It's grabbed by Jordan Sloan for the second out.
Go, Griff.
The second baseman, number 27, Griffin Carney.
So here's Griffin Carney. Infield single. Was able to swipe second. He got in a run down, but took third successfully as well and came across to score on a Jackson Castleberry ground ball RBI. So Carney up now for a second time after singling to lead off the bottom of the first and coming around to score. With his team leading 31st and 32nd stolen bases in the process as he was going around the base paths, but he scored the lone run tonight, looking to help the Cardinals perhaps add on here with 2 outs. And he takes a strike.
Go, Griff.
Carney, ground ball to second, on to first. It's in time. So Cohen Ross makes the play. The Cardinals strand a pair. And they've got a 1-0 lead after 2 here from Keck Horton Field.
There's no way out of this. This life is all you get. One shot to take. Don't miss, just make. Don't get it twisted. We're on a mission to live life legendary. Yeah, we are legendary. We are legendary. We are not ordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. We are legendary. Living extraordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. Thin our blood. You're one of us. You're one of us. There's strength in our blood. You're one of us. You're one of us. We are legendary. We are not ordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. We are legendary. Living extraordinary. We are legendary. You
So we've arrived at the top of the 3rd inning. Jace Walker leads things off as Greg Smeds fires one inside. To begin the inning. Couple shutout innings for the lefty so far. Evens the count, a ball and a strike. Walker, an honorable mention, all-district selection a season ago. The junior center fielder, 9th hitter in the order. Ground ball right to Grady, who makes the play for the first out.
The shortstop, number 4, Pedro Rivera.
Didn't have to move at all. Good placement. Handles the ground ball as he does so often with success. And that ball towards center field. Braylon James tracks it down in left center, but not before it falls for a single for Pedro Rivera.
The second baseman, number 1, Cohen Ross.
So he ambushes the first one he sees after the speedy leadoff man was thrown out on what looked to be a single to right field. His first time up, but the Cardinals right fielder, Jackson Castleberry, he had other ideas. He came up firing and threw out Faith's leadoff batter to begin this game in the top of the first after a ground ball through the right side. The right fielder, Jackson Castleberry, came up firing, showing his arm, making a great play. And he cuts down Pedro Rivera at first to begin this game. Smeds fielding the bunt, bobbles for a second, and airmails it into right. Castleberry backing up, he'll get it in. So that'll put runners on the corners and give the Faith fans something to cheer about here tonight as they have their biggest threat of the evening now.
The first baseman, number 17, Cody Bowman.
So Cohen Ross has now got aboard twice. It was a walk in there. That bunt helps him reach. And Cody Bowman now will face Greg Smeds for a second time. Worked it to a full count last time up, ended up striking out against Smeds, and he'll look for another punch out here with a runner at third, and just one out. Runner is off. Ball gets behind Austin. Will be a play at the plate, but it sails above the head of Smeds on the offering from Austin, and that ties up the score at 1 here in the third. A wild pitch allows a runner to come across. We get another look at the play. Smeds hustling home. As Smeds was sliding down to try to go make that play at the plate, the ball goes above his head. And so that allows the first run for Faith to score tonight. They tie up the ball game at 1-1 here in the third inning, and pitching coach John Hampton making a visit to talk with his southpaw. He's being tested here in the third inning. A couple of tough plays. You see the sequence with the wild pitch to allow a run to score. And then you had the bunt that Smeds handled, and again, even a perfect throw would have been tough. It was a great bunt by Cohen Ross, but the overthrow certainly made matters worse, allowing a runner to get all the way to third who comes around to score on the next pitch. So John Hampton comes out to try to settle down Greg Smeds. On that pitch as well, it's Ross who is able to get to second with Bowman at the plate. That clanks off the glove of Austin. He has to go back and retreat, and Ross will get to third. Not sure if the two got crossed up. Been working together all season long. And this is the 11th start of the year for Greg Smeds. But sometimes after something like that, the catcher and pitcher will talk. Maybe a cross-up, maybe just was unable to squeeze it. But either way, it moves the go-ahead run 90 feet away at third base, and Cohen Ross, who got aboard on that bunt he dropped down. Smeds misfires low, falls behind 3-0 in the count. Looking to stop the trouble here in the third. And Smeds, he wanted that one. See him raise his arms after the offering. Didn't get the call on 3-0. It's a 4-pitch walk to Cody Bowman. Put runners on the corners.
The designated hitter, number 11, Jake Serville.
For Jake Serville. Big spot for Jake with runners on the corners. Greg Smeds trying to keep this ball game tied. His first one is up and out. There is some action in the Cardinals bullpen, which really has been elite toward the back half. Antonio Andujar, Ben Rodriguez, Blaine McDonald. That's popped up. Out to Jackson Castleberry. Ross will be tagging from third, and he'll come home to score. So the fly ball deep enough there from Serville. He'll get the go-ahead sac fly RBI, and the Lions take a 2-1 lead here in the top of the third inning. That'll bring Colton Savage to the plate. Smeds up and out. A lot of the misses, at least in this inning, have been up and arm side for Smeds. That one down and out. And Smeds called for the ball. Did not come to a complete stop. And the balk, it allows the runner to advance from first to second.
Let's go, Greg. You're all good. Come on. Yeah.
Strike fired. Go to Colton Savage, the junior catcher, who's 0 for 1 tonight. bounces in front of Austin. Good job to keep it in front and keep the runner Cody Bowman put at second. Runner is off and foul ball. So a 2-ball, 2-strike count here with 2 outs and a 2-1 ball game in the top of the third. Swing and a miss. Greg Smets gets the strikeout. But it's the Lions who have a 2-1 lead as the Cardinals come to the plate. We come back for the bottom of the third.
Of course not.
So Grady Emerson leads us off as we start the bottom of the third inning. And he takes a strike.
All right, G, know him better, kid. Know him better.
Ground ball up the middle. And Grady Emerson has a single to lead off the bottom of the third inning.
The center fielder, number 17, Braylon James.
I saw him hit. I saw him hit an outside curve. How did you the other guys easy went past
It brings Braylon James to the plate. Takes the first up and out.
With UTA with a back in the front. Yeah, I got to learn all about him. I got to talk to his dad every practice, so I'm going to know him very well. Him, Grady, and Greg, I've had the privilege to get real close with them all. So. Just he's always seemed so fascinated with my with
Emerson is off and he slides into second safely. So he and Griffin Carney been going back and forth for the stolen base lead on the team. Carney at 32, Grady now at 31. The two entered the night each with 30. And there's another look at the stolen base.
And then, yeah, because Coach Hampton he's kind of become my mentor and brought me on, and him and Coach Greer.
Braylon fouls it away.
And they've allowed me to become a really small.
So 2 balls and 1 strike here to Braylon James with the runner at second, and Grady Emerson, who led off the inning with a single on a ground ball up the middle. And now Braylon James gets it off the end of the bat, fouls it away. Now a 2-ball, 2-strike count.
I think so, because just the minds and how many. But it's like, man, it's just the amount of baseball knowledge that we have. We have 2 guys who went pro, and we have another guy who is a scout and has been on the team for his whole life.
Full count now to Braylon James as that misses low and inside. Caleb Clendaniel.
Let's go, B!
Here to James after his Lions give him a 2-1 lead to work with out on the rubber. But Grady with a single and stolen base to begin the inning, immediately in scoring position for one of the top RBI guys for the Cardinals, and he draws a walk. Braylon James takes first, and 2 on now for Jackson Castleberry, who has produced the lone Cardinal RBI tonight. It was a ground ball to second in the first inning that allowed Griffin Carney to come home and score. So an opportunity now for the Cardinals with 2 on and nobody out.
Yes, sir.
Castleberry, ground ball through the left side. Grady Emerson waved home, and we're tied up at 2 here in the third. Jackson Castleberry, 2 RBIs for the Cardinals tonight. And it keeps runners at first and second with nobody down for Jake Parkerson.
The third baseman, number 7, Jake Parkerson.
Go, Jake.
Good smoked ground ball through the left side. Cardinals keeping the ball on the ground off the bat, but finding a way to get it through. 4 hits now for Fort Worth Christian. All of them have been on ground balls. 2 infield singles. Grady Emerson's ground ball to center, and Jackson Castleberry ground ball out to left. So the Cardinals,
I just read that we'll be renaming the field here.
Haven't seen him get it up in the air just yet, but Jackson Castleberry has produced 2 RBIs. Stands at first after the single. And Jake Parkerson now at the plate with runners on first and second and nobody out. A 1-ball, 1-strike count. Parkerson can get it in the air for sure. Hit a home run in a 3-for-3, 5 RBI day in the Cardinals' most recent ball game. He takes that off the plate. So a 2-1 count. Got the right spot of the order up if you're the Cardinals to try to get right back in it. It's exactly what they do. Parkerson down and out. Cardinals scored 1 in the bottom of the first. However, Faith had 2 in the top of the third. Cardinals answer with 1 as Grady Emerson singles comes around to score on a Castleberry single to tie the score at 2, and the threat continues. Here with a 3-1 pitch upcoming to Parkerson, and that's a ground ball to short. Could be 2, flipped on to second, but Parkerson legs it out. And it goes down as a fielder's choice. So 1 out now with runners on the corners here for Andrew Ridgel.
The first baseman, number 9, Andrew Ridgel.
I believe so, yes, sir.
Ridgel, infield single his last time up.
Let's go, Ridge!
Runner at third. Runner at first. Ridgel at the plate. Andrew Ridgel pulls one foul. Ridgel is hitting .500 this season with runners in scoring position. Trying to continue that production, a foul ball.
Lead. Go 9. Let's go, Ridge. What a fight.
Ridgel staying alive. Ridgel a .441 hitter this season overall. Another foul ball. Ridgel fighting at the plate. Big matchup here. Game is tied at 2. Go ahead run at third. 2 strikes here to Ridgel. But Daniel trying to keep it at a tie game. Ridgel with a chance to give the Cardinals the lead if he can produce. Any fly ball will do. Ground ball to the right side could do, barring a double play.
All right, there we go.
And now a full count. So a big payoff pitch awaits. Andrew Ridgel to short, on to first, and it is a double play. Exactly what Caleb Clendaniel needed, and he induces a 6-4-3 ground ball. We're tied through 3. Jackson Castleberry's RBI single, though, nods us up at 2 as we head to the 4th.
Coleman, 11th grade. This is my first year at Fourth Christian. I think that I really like about Fourth Christian is just the community aspect of it. Once I got here, I feel like everybody just kind of like brought me in and was super kind. And I've never really been in like an environment to where like everybody's just nice like that. Like it doesn't really feel like school for me. It feels like a community. Like I'm actually going there having fun and learning.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
My name is Brooks Hill, and I've been at Fort Worth Christian for 3 years now. My favorite thing is probably getting the opportunity to represent Christ in everything that we do here, whether that's band or athletics or just in the classroom.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
Greg Smeds spikes one as he begins his fourth inning of work. Stone Thompson leads us off. We're all tied at 2. 1 for the Cardinals in the bottom of the first, 2 for Faith in the top of the third. Cardinals able to tie it back up in the home half of the third inning. After Grady Emerson singled, stole second, and came home to score on a Jackson Castleberry RBI single through the left side. Castleberry has driven in. But 2 runs for the Cardinals tonight as Greg Smeds falls behind. A 3-0 count here to Stone Thompson to begin this fourth inning. Smeds deals in for a strike. Smeds out of the stretch. And a 3-1 pitch is popped up right side. Jackson Castleberry has room as the senior catcher Hank Austin barks out. And it's Castleberry who makes the play, 1 out. Jackson Castleberry, the UT Arlington commit, senior out in right. You getting a good glance at. Makes a nice play in foul ground. Driven into tonight, also threw out a runner on a ground ball to right field at first base. To begin this game, a swing and a miss by Hudson Smith. Smeds, after falling down 3-0 in the count, gets the pop out. Now a lefty-lefty matchup. And an 0-2 count. Hudson Smith 0 for 1. Smeds just over 60 pitches into the outing for the left-hander. Saw some stirring as he got in a little bit of trouble in the third. Was able to limit the damage, though, to just 2 runs. Action in the pen, we should say. But that's quiet now for the Cardinals. That's a ground ball. Griffin Carney will have to get rid of it quickly. And it is in time to first. It was a bang-bang play, but a ground ball that Carney flips over with his glove as we get the replay. Oh, so he had in his glove and then got in his right hand, just flipped it over. And man, that was a close play at first base. A bang-bang play, but Hudson Smith ruled out. And good play by Carney. It was one of those awkward balls rolling his way. Had to make a quick decision. Knew he had to get it out quickly, and being so close to first, decides to flip it. Ends up getting the out. Really the only play he had, and it ended up being the right decision. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, nobody on. Smeds looking for a clean 4th inning. Skied out to center by Jordan Sloan. Braylon James is there, and Smeds will have a quick 1-2-3 frame. We go to the bottom of the 4th, all tied at 2. Jackson Purdue leads us off here in the bottom of the fourth inning, all tied at 2. It's been a good ball game so far tonight. As Purdue watches a strike here from Caleb Clendaniel, beginning his fourth inning of work. Righty out of the Y with a slight hesitation and gets a swing and a miss. An 0-2 count here to Purdue. Purdue, McDonald, and Austin, 7, 8, 9, 2 up for the Cardinals here in the fourth inning. Purdue watching inside. Purdue 0 for 1 tonight. The senior out and left. And fights one off to keep it at a 1-2 count. Purdue takes down and out. And the 2-2. Called strike 3. Purdue set down for the first out here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Caught looking on the pitch on the outside black, painted by Caleb Clendaniel for the first out. Brings Blaine McDonald to the plate. The junior DH walked his last time up. And a ground ball to third. Jordan Sloan has it on to first, high throw, but back on the bag to make the tag is Cody Bowman. So Sloan is able to get the chopper.
The catcher, number
Bowman,
1,
so he
Austin.
throw pulls him off the bag, but he clearly applies the tag on Blaine McDonald for the second out of the inning. Brings Hank Austin with 2 outs. The catcher will try to find a way to flip the lineup back to the top with Griffin Carney waiting on deck. Austin, the 9th hitter in the order, 0 for 1 tonight. And he fouls it in front of the Cardinal dugout. Daniel doesn't waste much time. Gets the ball, rocks and fires, and a ground ball in foul territory.
Okay, I'll give it to her. Do you want me to sign? You want her to sign it, and then I'll give it back to you? Okay, let me see if she's coming to the game.
So count is full here to Hank Austin. 3 balls, 2 strikes with 2 outs. And the payoff. Austin works a walk. Good at bat from the catcher. That puts a runner on now for Griffin Carney. As the Cardinals get back to the top of the order, Caleb Clendaniel, the starting pitcher for Faith, now set to face this Cardinal lineup for a 3rd trip through. Griffin Carney 1 for 2 tonight with a pair of stolen bases.
Christian 0, Harry Alsop.
Harry Alsop, courtesy ready for Hank Austin over at first. Another senior catcher. And the first above the zone to Griffin Kearney here in a tied game. A 2-2 score here in the bottom of the fourth. .2-0 count here to Griffin Kearney. So a 2-0 count and a visit to the mound after that. It's in for a strike. And a foul ball. The 2-2 to Kearney. Down and out. Alsop takes second. So the go-ahead run moves into scoring position. Now 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Can Griffin Kearney deliver here in the bottom of the fourth inning? With a runner moving to second, the catcher Colton Savage goes out to talk with Caleb Clendaniel. Perhaps the two changing up the signs now with the runner at second. As Kearney hits with a full count. That go-ahead run. Harry Alsop. Typically see Hunter Hampton or Jacob Ward courtesy running, but it's Alsop who ran for the catcher. And 3-2 skied high on the infield. At third, it's the catcher, Colton Savage, who can't haul it in. Just beyond the third base line in foul ground. So that gives Kearney a mulligan at the plate. Another opportunity with a full count upcoming here for Griffin Kearney. We thought he was going to be out just on a pop-up. And the catcher was unable to squeeze it in. Can Kearney make him pay now? Kearney, soft tapper to third. Sloan just has to eat it. Runners on the corners now for Grady Emerson. So Grady Emerson coming up to the plate, but it looks like we'll have a pitching change before that happens. And so 3 2/3 is what Caleb Clendaniel works. And new arm, we'll tell you about him when we come back. Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio.
trust me, don't get it twisted. We're on a mission to live life legendary. Yeah, we are legendary. We are legendary. We are not ordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. We are legendary. Living extraordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. Thin our blood. You're one of us. You're one of us. There's strength in our blood. You're one of us. You're one of us. We are legendary. We are not ordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. We are legendary. Living extraordinary.
So the first call to the bullpen, it is the junior right-hander Jake Serville being called upon here in a tied ball game in the bottom of the fourth. Grady Emerson up to the plate. Cardinals' best hitter. He won't have a chance to hit here. Gets intentionally walked to load up the bases. So Emerson intentionally walked to load up the bases for Braylon James. They didn't want to pitch to a guy hitting above 500. And now Braylon James with a chance. James, first pitch swinging, skies it out towards center. And the play is made. So the move pays off for Grapevine Faith as Walker comes in to make the grab out in center. And that retires the side. The Cardinals random loaded. We're tied as we head to the fifth.
Hi, my name is Madeline Moda. I'm the 9th grade, and this is my 4th year at 4th Christian. I enjoy so much about FWC, especially the community. You can tell the teachers truly care, and I love how Christ is incorporated into every classroom. I love that at FWC, you can be included in so many aspects of the school and so many new opportunities.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
Hi, my name is Kendall Bryant. I'm in 8th grade, and this is my 3rd year at Fort Worth Christian. My favorite thing about Fort Worth Christian is how everyone feels like a family, and it's a very close-knit community.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
We start the top of the fifth inning, all tied at 2. Still Greg Smeds working on the mound, the Cardinals starter. While Faith went to their bullpen and called upon Jake Serville, who started the game as the designated hitter.
Let's go, Greg!
came in, they intentionally walked Grady Emerson to load the bases, and then Braylon James pops out to center. Keeps us tied at 2. Smeds fires a strike, 2-1 count. So Smeds just over 70 pitches as he begins his 5th inning of work. 9-1-2 due up here for Grapevine Faith. Swing and a miss.
Let's go, Greg. Do you just do baseball?
Ground ball to Parkerson. He just has to hold on to it. Infield single for Chase Walker to begin the 5th inning.
I'm staying one more. No, I'm staying one more inning. I'm leaving.
The shortstop, number 4, Pedro Rivera.
Greg Smeds working here in the 5th, trying to work around a leadoff infield single. First one misses upstairs to the leadoff hitter, Pedro Rivera. He drops down a bunt. Smeds gets called off by Parkerson, who's on to first, but it's not in time. Runners on first and second. Another well-executed bunt here by the Lions tonight. For the second time. A bunt drop down to the left side has caused the Cardinals some trouble.
Let's go, Forrest. You're all good. Come on.
Those bunts on the third base side easier for the left-handers to field, but it was Parkerson who came up firing. Close play at first, and ooh, looks like Rivera just got there in time on the bang-bang play. So first and second, nobody out. We'll see if a bunt is on once again. It is. Drop down to Parkerson, race to third, and he gets there in time. So the bunt was pushed far enough and hard enough to the third baseman, Jake Parkerson.
The first baseman, number 17, Cody Bowman.
One hops into the glove of the third baseman, who steps on third. And a huge first out of the inning. So the inning started with a Jace Walker single, followed by a bunt single from Pedro Rivera. Rivera now 2 for 3 tonight, and the one time he got out, he surely thought he had a base hit. That was to begin the ball game. Ground ball through the right side, all the way to right field, but Jackson Castleberry, the Cardinals right fielder, threw him out. But he comes back up. Next time single, next time after that a bunt single. And so Pedro Rivera having a good day at the plate, 2 for 3, and probably could have been 3 for 3 if it weren't for Jackson Castleberry. Cody Bowman now at the plate. 0 for 1, strikeout and walk so far tonight. And Smeds gets ahead. 0-1 count.
They lost us, and that's it.
Runners first and second. Pedro Rivera at second. He's got plenty of speed. 15 stolen bases to pace the team. Certainly don't think he'd be running here, but gives you an idea of what he can do on the base paths if something were to be hit to the outfield. An 0-2 count now after the swing and miss. Greg Smeds with a strikeout. 2 down in the 5th.
The pitcher, number
Huge
11,
punch
Keck.
out. Greg Smeds fans Cody Bowman for the 2nd time tonight. As he fires one center cut, catches him, looking for strike 3. So after the first 2 reached of the inning, now 2 down. Still 2 on though. And time is called. Here with Jake Serville at the plate. The cleanup hitter trying to come through in a tie ball game here in the 5th. He came in relief last inning and was clutch. To get a fly ball with the bases loaded to end the inning. Now trying to deliver in the same way with the bat in his hands and runners on first and second. And the go-ahead run in scoring position for the Lions. Smeds with a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Greg Smeds, big back-to-back punch-outs to end the 5th. And we stay tied at 2 as we go to the home half. Greg Smeds with a big punch-out. It all started runners first and second, nobody out. With that play, Jake Parkerson goes to touch third. Greg Smeds comes back with back-to-back punch-outs, and we're tied at 2 as we head to the home half of the 5th inning.
Leading off for the Cardinals, the right fielder, number 11, Jackson Castleberry.
Go Barry!
So Jackson Castleberry leads us off as we begin the bottom of the 5th inning. First 2 miss outside the zone to the Cardinals cleanup hitter, 4, 5, and 6, 2 up for Fort Worth Christian. Here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And a foul ball by Castleberry. 2-1 count. Jackson has driven in the 2 Cardinal runs tonight. Started with a ground ball to second to score Griffin Carney in the first, then an RBI single to score Emerson. In the 3rd inning. We've been tied ever since Jackson Castleberry's RBI single in the 3rd to make it a 2-2 ball game. And the same score now. Huckleberry. He does go around, and that is strike 3. 1 out here in the bottom of the 5th inning. It's a fresh, clean inning for Jake Serville. He came in last inning. A couple guys on. Grady Emerson at the plate. They intentionally walk him, and then he gets Braylon James to fly out to center field as the Cardinals stranded the bases loaded in the 4th inning. And now he's out for his first full inning of relief, or clean inning to start an inning, but certainly delivered in a big way, getting out of that jam in the 4th for the Lions. Jake Parkerson bats now. 2 balls, no strikes, with 1 gone, nobody on. And 3 balls, no strikes, the count to the senior third baseman. Jake Parkerson. That ball's flying. He gives the Cardinals the lead. Jake Parkerson with home runs in back-to-back games, and it's a 3-2 score in the bottom of the 5th. A majestic fly ball to deep left center field. Jake Parkerson continues to punish the baseball. That flies way over the wall out and left, and the Cardinals take a 3-2 lead. Jake Parkerson now with 3 home runs on the year as he's left the yard in back-to-back games. And the hot-hitting senior third baseman delivering in a big way for the fans here at Keck Field. You see the celebration as well. That's a big-time swing from Jake Parkerson right when the Cardinals needed it. He breaks the tie. So here's Andrew Ridgel.
Let's go, Ridge. Hey, good lead. Here you go, Buck.
Swing and a miss. So Ridgel, he had a 12-game hit streak before the Cardinals' last game, last Thursday, went 0 for 4, snapped a stretch of 12 consecutive games with a knock, has one tonight, but gets rung up here for the second out.
The left fielder, number 25.
Serville bounces back. Interested to see how the Cardinals navigate the final 6 outs that they need to get out on the mound. Greg Smeds tonight as Jackson Purdue fouls one back. But Smeds 83 pitches so far, 5 innings, 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, and he's surrendered 2. As it's down and out, although those 2 both going down as unearned runs. But Jake Parkerson is the headliner right now, giving the Cardinals a 3-2 lead. He was our player of the game for our post-game interview twice last week, on Tuesday and Thursday. And Cardinals could hold on. He could perhaps make it 3 games in a row that he gets the honor of being the distinct honor of being the Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio Player of the Game. That is popped up and out of play. There's certainly still plenty of work to do. It's been a nail-biter tonight, back and forth game. And we'll see what type of response the Lions can have. They're trying to get out of it now with just the solo fly being surrendered. Meanwhile, Jackson Purdue trying to continue the line down here in the bottom of the 5th inning. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and the pitch.
Did you guys
Jackson Purdue draws a walk. That'll bring up Blaine McDonald.
That was the most when we went in
the designated hitter, number 20, Blaine McDonald.
Let's go, Blaine! Fired up that you'll ever see our crowd and our freaking dugout. They are, and obviously, you know, they're great at football and all that.
Blaine McDonald 0 for 1 with a walk tonight. Digs in with 2 outs and 1 on. And he hits this toward right center field. That continues to carry, and it's down. Extra bases for McDonald. Purdue comes home to score, and the Cardinals with a 4-2 lead here in the 5th. Blaine McDonald adds on a run with a RBI double with 2 outs in the 5th. Huge double from Blaine McDonald. And it brings Hank Austin to the plate.
Like, you know what? Of course, his freaking little brother gets the guard. Oh well.
That was cool. They started that.
Blaine just his 4th double of the season, but it comes at a crucial time as the Cardinals strike for 2 so far. As that is ripped to right center, McDonald easily gets to second. Purdue comes home to score. With no play at the plate, he slides in anyway, and the Cardinals had 4-2.
Yeah, he bought, I think, 60 back.
Visit to the mound after the double surrendered by
the catcher,
Jake
number 1,
Servo.
Hank Austin.
And it's Hank Austin. The Cardinals, a lot on the line tonight. A win tonight would secure them the number 1 seed and district championship. As Austin pops it foul and out of play.
Hank did a grand slam against Faith last year. Let's go, Hank! Yes, sir. What's actually kind of sad is the many
1 ball, 1 strike here with 2 outs. Jake Parkerson's home run gives the Cardinals the lead. Blaine McDonald's double helps Fort Worth Christian add on. And Austin takes a strike. It's a 1-2 count.
The lead Rangers beat writers here, which I have no idea why.
It gets to the backstop. It allows McDonald to take 3rd.
This year, the White Sox, which they hold the first pick. They've been here a lot the last 3 weeks. Their GM has been out here. They're head of development.
Foul back.
Yeah, then I've met ones from the Rockies, the Pirates, the A's. I don't know. With that, and I know he loves the Longhorns. I'm gonna get it.
probably tough. That's pretty awesome.
And like I said, I know he loved Longhorn, so I don't know. But if
The
I had to
3-2
give one
pitch.
percentage, I'd probably say about a 75%.
Way upstairs, Hank Gostin draws a walk. It puts runners on the corners, and it's back to the top of the order here for the Cardinals. As Griffin Carney comes up to the plate.
The second baseman, number 27, Griffin Carney.
Should Carney find a way to get a ball and say it's on a walk, then that would load up the bases for Grady Emerson, who it's notable there'd be nowhere to put
The Dodgers, yes sir.
the man on deck who was intentionally walked last time up, but it's Carney right now having a nice day at the plate. He's 2 for 3. He's hit safely now in 4 straight games. He takes the first for a strike.
He does. He lives it. I mean, he 2 years ago, 11.
So Griffin Carney came into tonight a .390 hitter on the year, 2 for 3. He's now had at least 1 hit in 10 of his last 11 games. And has another one here. A single to right brings home Blaine McDonald. And Griffin Carney's 3rd hit of the evening gives the Cardinals a 3-run lead.
Got this, Grady.
Let's go, G!
The shortstop, number 2, Grady Emerson.
That'll bring Grady up to the plate with runners on first and second.
I love hearing all the kids.
Time is called. Colton Savage goes to talk with Serville. You mentioned Griffin Carney has at least 1 hit in 10 of his last 11, now 3 for 4 tonight. How about this for Grady Emerson? He has had 2 or more hits entering tonight in 10 of his last 11 and has a base knock tonight. So multi-hit games in 10 of his last 11 matchups. And there's another knock to the right side. That'll load up the bases.
I already know it.
And brings Braylon James up to the plate with the bases loaded.
The center fielder, number 17, Braylon James.
Let's go, B! Good all you.
0 for 1 tonight with a pair of walks, and he takes the first for a strike. Last time up, Braylon, the first to face Jake Serville out of the pen. And he popped up to center. Braylon James pulls this one down the line and right, and 1 run comes across the score, and also here comes Carney, a 3rd, and Emerson being waved home, and James digging for a 3rd. He's safe. A bases clearing triple for Braylon James. Makes it an 8-2 lead for the Cardinals as Braylon James breaks this game wide open. A bases clearing triple.
Number 11, Jackson Castleberry.
Come on, Jeff. Get a hold of the kid. Wait for it. I want everyone.
So while he popped down last time up with the bases loaded, comes up again with the bases juiced and delivers in a major way, adding on some insurance runs. The inning in the scoring department. Got started with a Jake Parkerson solo home run to make it a 3-2 score, but the Cardinals have gone on to score 5 more runs in the inning. A 6-run frame so far after we were tied at 2 to begin the bottom of the 5th, and Braylon James with a 3 RBI triple to clear the bases and make it a 6-run Cardinal lead. New arm coming into the game for Grapevine Faith. It's Max Thompson, the senior. Entering in for Serville, who Serville had a 3.50 ERA on the year, had pretty quality stuff so far on the season, but the Cardinals able to get to him in that, or in this 5th inning, and now they bring in the left-hander, and Max Thompson. Last time out, he threw 1 inning against All Saints last Thursday, surrendered 1 run. He's typically been used in 1-inning shots. He hasn't gone more than just 1 inning this year. With 5 2/3 total worked on the year, 5 hits allowed, 7 earned, 14 walks in those 5 2/3, and 10 strikeouts, with a whip about at 3.5 ERA. About 8.5 here for the left-hander. So he comes in with a runner at third, and the Cardinals, after they break this game wide open. And it brings Jackson Castleberry to the plate, who had an RBI ground out his first time up, an RBI single to left, his second trip to the plate. And then struck out swinging his last time up. Castleberry 1 for 3 tonight with a pair of RBIs. The only 2 RBIs for the Cardinals entering this inning, but they've scored 6 so far in the frame. And the 3rd arm utilized for the Lions tonight now is the left-hander. Here, Max Thompson. Braylon at third after his big bases-clearing triple. And a 1-0 count.
Got this berry.
Castleberry fooled on the off-speed from the lefty and makes it a 1-ball, 2-strike count.
Good leave.
Foul ball by Castleberry. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's Castleberry, he led off this inning striking out. Now hitting for the 2nd time in this 6-run inning for the Cardinals. And a ground ball too short. And Castleberry beats it, gets to first in time. The Cardinals add another run. It's now a 9-2 Fort Worth Christian lead as Jackson Castleberry gets aboard on the ground ball to the left side.
The third baseman,
First couple hits tonight for the Cardinals were infield singles, and they've had plenty of ground balls that have been successful tonight. And helping the Cardinals reach base, here's Jake Parkerson. So he started the scoring in this inning with a solo home run to make it a 3-2 score, his third bomb of the year. And fifth in his career with Fort Worth Christian after having 2 last year. But he started off the scoring in the inning with a home run over the left field wall with 1 out. Now up for a second time in the frame, Cardinals batting around in this, what is now a 7-run bottom of the 5th inning. And a foul ball. 9-2 the lead for the Cardinals. Taking control of this ball game here with 7 runs in the bottom of the 5th.
Let's go, Jake.
Parkerson leaves it up. Pitches out, runner is off. Slide at second is safe. So Castleberry successfully swiping second, and now a full count to Jake Parkerson. Three balls, 2 strikes. Parkerson gets under it. Out to right, play made, but not before the Cardinals score 7 in the bottom of the 5th and take control of this ball game. A 9-2 lead as we head to the 6th.
Coleman, 11th grade. This is my first year at Fort Worth Christian. I think that I really like about Fort Worth Christian is just the community aspect of it. Once I got here, I feel like everybody just kind of like brought me in and was super kind. And I never really been in like an environment to where like everybody's just nice like that. Like it doesn't really feel like school for me. It feels like a community. Like I'm actually going there having fun and learning.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
My name is Brooks Hill, and I've been at Fort Worth Christian for 3 years now. My favorite thing is probably getting the opportunity to represent Christ in everything that we do here, whether that's band or athletics or just in the classroom.
Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
Rangers on top of the Pirates tonight. Cowboys driving to defense.
Welcome you back to Cardinal Baseball Live here on Tradio. The evening complete for Greg Smeds. He works 5, allows 2, both ruled as unearned runs, but Antonio Andujar, who has just been nails out of the Cardinals bullpen.
Also, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have trading cards for sale.
Is entered here in the 6th as the Cardinals now have a 9-2 lead after a 7-run bottom of the 5th inning. Andujar, just 4 earned runs this year in 16 2/3, with 1 win and 1 save, and he has had 9 straight scoreless appearances as the right-hander. It's a ground ball, and it's out for a single to left field. The inning starting with a knock for Grapevine Faith. They get a base runner aboard with the catcher, Colton Savage, singling to the left side.
Running at first for the Lions, number 23, Jack Bourne.
So Antonio Andujar now works with a runner at first base. And an 0-1 count now after the foul ball from Stone Thompson. So 12 1/3 straight scoreless innings for Antonio Andujar. And he gets a strike. So he hasn't allowed a run in each of his last 9 appearances, which spans 12 2/3. Been primarily used as a back-end reliever, has made 1 start, but mainly been out of the pen. And he gets strike 3. So first out as Andujar catches
the left fielder, number 12,
Stone Thompson, looking for the first out of the inning. Andujar, he was the winning pitcher his last time out on Thursday. As he was able to work 1 inning, pick up 2 strikeouts, only facing 3 batters. But he is working on an impressive consecutive scoreless inning streak. But hasn't really given up much throughout the year as Austin throws it to first. It gets behind Ridgel, and that allows the runner to get to second. Andujar, a 1.68 ERA, the whip at 0.6, a sub-1 whip. With 21 strikeouts on the year, now 22 with 1 tonight, and only 3 walks for the right-hander. An 0-2 count here to Hudson Smith, and he calls time. Andujar trying to continue his dominance in relief here this year for the Cardinals. He's got the cushion of 7 runs after the Cardinals' 7-run bottom of the 5th inning. Swing and a miss. A couple Ks for Antonio Andujar. I mean, that strikeout to walk number is just unreal for Antonio Andujar, with
the third baseman, number 24, Jordan
punchies
Sloan,
and just 3 walks. I mean, that is just some fantastic stuff. And he'll aim to strike out the side here in the 6th, recording the first 2 outs via the punch out. That's how he gets a lot of his outs. So the check swing is held up. And Austin with a visit out to Andujar, runner at second, 9-2 ball game, top 6. Swing and a miss. So Andujar, he picks up quite a bit of strikeouts. 23 and what is now 17 and a third innings of work this season. A 2-1 count, and he's punched out 2 tonight. That's popped up. Right side, Castleberry there. He makes the catch. So Andujar continues his impressive scoreless streak, and he keeps it a 9-2 ball game. The bottom of the 6, Cardinals looking for insurance. So Andrew Ridgel leads off this bottom of the 6th inning. An 0-1 count. And a foul ball.
Hey, you got it ready?
Ridgel fighting up there at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes as we start the bottom of the 6th inning. The score was tied when we entered the bottom of the 5th, but the Cardinals put 7 on the scoreboard in that frame. Ridgel pulls it into the Cardinal pen, keeps it at a 0-2 count. That inning started with a big home run from Jake Parkerson to break a 2-2 tie. His second straight day hitting a home run. However, scoring then concluded Later on in the inning, it was added on with Braylon James, a 3 RBI triple, and another run came home on a ground ball. So Fort Worth Christian now with a 9-2 lead, knowing that coming into these final 2 games of the regular season that they needed to win at least one of them to secure the #1 seed in the postseason. Ridgel smokes this to left field. It's down. Andrew Ridgel digging for second, and he slides in there in time. Andrew Ridgel comes up with a double to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. Second hit of the night for Andrew Ridgel, who after having a 12-game hit streak snapped last game. Another multi-hit effort for Andrew Ridgel. He's produced all year long. It brings Jackson Purdue to the plate. Solid cut, foul back. Ball and a strike here to Jackson Purdue after the double from Ridgel. He stands at second. Purdue 0 for 2 tonight. Swing and a miss by Purdue for the first out.
The designated hitter, number 20, Blaine McDonald.
Max Thompson picks up a strikeout. Brings Blaine McDonald to the plate. He's 1 for 2 tonight. And it misses up and out. McDonald 1 for 2 with an RBI, a walk, and a run scored. Cardinals with 4 extra base hits in this game, one coming from McDonald with the RBI double he had in the 5th inning. The extra base hits tonight come from Andrew Ridgel, who doubled earlier in the inning, standing at second. McDonald, who's at the plate. Braylon James, who had the 3 RBI bases clearing triple. And then also Jake Parkerson, who gave the Cardinals a 3-2 lead at the time to break the 2-2 tie. So 4 extra base hits for the Cardinals tonight, but all of them have come here either in the 5th or the 6th. 1-1. Ground ball to third base. It's on to first. Throw pulls off again, but the tag applied. Sloan gets it over to Bowman for the out.
The catcher, number 1, Hank Austin.
That'll bring Hank Austin to the plate. Antonio Andujar in the top of the 6th worked a clean inning, extending his scoreless streak to 13 1/3 innings. He's working He has 9 consecutive scoreless outings. And no action in the Cardinal pen. Would assume that it would be his ball game to finish. Coming up next half inning with that opportunity. As the Cardinals, if they can hold on to a 9-2 victory tonight, they would secure the #1 seed here in the district and have a bye to open up the playoffs. A swing and a foul tip there by Austin.
You got it, Hank. Let's go, Hal.
2 balls and a strike at the count. Here with Austin at the plate. Austin 0 for 1 tonight. Has drawn a pair of walks. The Cardinals, all in all, have drawn 7 free passes tonight. And Austin leaves it above the zone. Top of the order waiting on deck, and Griffin Carney, who has had a big day, 3 for 4 with 2 runs scored and an RBI. He's in the on-deck circle. 3-1. Austin draws the walk, and that will bring up Griffin Carney in search of his 4th hit of the night. Harry Alsop running for Hank Austin once again. Hank Austin, he's getting production out of the 9th spot in the order tonight, and he really has down here in the back half of the season, handling the bat with more success, but he gets aboard 3 times tonight, walking 3 times, and that's certainly a great way to flip it back to your table setter as the top of the order comes up in Griffin Carney, who, as we mentioned, 3 for 4, 2 runs scored, an RBI, and he also has a pair of stolen bases. Up to 32 now on the year. And the first bounced in. Runners advance to second and third. One-0 count here to the senior second baseman. The Cardinals threatening with a pair in scoring position. That misses inside, so a 2-0 count. First now unoccupied, but Grady Emerson waits on deck. He's 2 for 3 tonight with a pair of runs scored. 4 different Cardinals with multi-hit efforts. They have a dozen hits as a team here in this ballgame. And Carney out to center field, and that falls. Ridgel comes home, so does Alsop. And the Cardinals add on 2 more. Griffin Carney continues his massive day. The diving attempt by Walker didn't work out. We get another look here. As Carney hits it out to center, Walker coming in on it, and he slides in, and it just falls as he tried to make the sliding grab, allowing Carney to get to second and bring home 2 more Cardinal runs. It's an 11-2 score. And the first bounced in. And so all of a sudden, we came in to last inning tied 2-2, and now Grady Emerson has a chance to end the ball game tonight here in the bottom of the 6th if he could drive in a run. 1-0 count.
Let's go, Grady.
Emerson rips it up the middle. Griffin Carney is going to be sent home, and Grady Emerson indeed is able to end this one tonight. A 12-2 final and the Cardinals win it. They secure the number 1 seed in the district. They'll have a bye in the playoffs, so no action for them in the postseason next week. They'll conclude the regular season, though, tomorrow at Grapevine Faith. So the Cardinals, we are tied 2-2 entering the 5th. They scored 10 runs combined in the 5th and the 6th inning, and that ends it. We'll have our post-game player of the game interview coming up on the other side here on Tradio.
We are legendary. We are not ordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names. We are legendary. Living extraordinary. We are legendary. You will remember our names.
Fort Worth Christian School is Christ-centered, college preparatory school where every student is known, loved, and valued. At FWC, students are challenged to pursue excellence in the classroom, in competition, and in their faith, all while being equipped with a strong biblical worldview. From standout academics and championship athletics to award-winning fine arts and a vibrant student community, Fort Worth Christian is preparing tomorrow's leaders today. We invite you to discover the difference for your family. Visit fwc.org to learn more, schedule a personal tour, and experience Fort Worth Christian for yourself.
Thank you so much for joining the game with us today. We hope you are enjoying this presentation of Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio. We have a target of 20,000 channel subscribers before the end of this spring. We need your help to reach that goal. So please hit the subscribe button and the like button, and pick a friend or family member to whom you can share the game. We are happy you are watching and hope you consider becoming a member for access to different member-only content.
top. Turn it up.
We welcome you back to Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio, joined alongside our player of the game, Griffin Carney. Let's see if I can remember your line tonight. 4 hits in 5 at-bats, 2 stolen bases. You drive in a couple. You have a great play at second. You did it all tonight. Tell us about your performance.
Going into the game, my swing didn't feel the greatest, so I tried to utilize my speed a little, put the ball on the ground, beat out 2 infield singles there. And then towards the end, got it going a little, just poking one through, 2 actually, both ended up dropping, so things were just in my favor tonight.
Yeah, it happens. You get 2 infield singles, 2 little bloopers, but you'll take a 4 for 5 day at the plate, won't you?
Yes, sir.
So your team, big one tonight overall, is 2-2 entering the bottom of the 5th, but you score 7 in the bottom of the 5th, and then 3 more to end it in the bottom of the 6th. A 12-2 final, but a tight game throughout. Entering this game, what was the mindset knowing if we get a victory, we're the number 1 seed and we get that district championship?
Yeah, we knew Faith was going to play us hard. It was tight throughout there, but it was bound to get broken open at some point, and I'm just glad it happened.
What do you want to say about Greg Smeds and Antonio Andujar tonight? They were throwing the ball really well behind you.
Yeah, Greg's always money. When Greg's out there, we got a little chip on our shoulder. And Tony's been money all year. He comes in, throws strikes, gets the breaker over. You can't really ask much more from them.
Fair enough. Fort Worth Christian wins it tonight, a 12-2 final, 11 straight victories. Griffin Carney, our player of the game, 4 for 5 this evening. Also had a pair of stolen bases as well. Thanks so much for joining us on Cardinal Baseball Live on Tradio.
We only play to win. That's on everything. We climbing to the top. Turn it up a notch. This is our house. Hey, we get that dub.